Good morning. In the last class, I have explained what is polynomial, for what is polynomial, and I have explained polynomial is an algebraic expression having many terms. How the polynomials are classified, that I have explained. Classification of polynomials according to the number of terms and according to the degree of the polynomial. According to the number of terms, polynomials are of types monomial, that is having one term, binomial having two terms, trinomial having three terms, quadrinomial having four terms. Poly means many, so expression having many terms are known as the polynomial. After that, I explain according to the degree of the polynomial. According to the degree, the polynomials are classified as linear polynomial, that is degree is 1, quadratic polynomial degree is 2, and cubic polynomial degree is 3. And biquadratic is degree is 4. So, all the things I have explained in that. Now today we will study about the zeros and more question you have to do on the topic polynomial, that is quadratic polynomial, linear polynomial, this type of. So we talk about the linear polynomial. What is a linear polynomial? What is the standard form of the linear polynomial? The how many zeros the polynomial have, and all the things. So linear polynomial, when we talk about, so first topic is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Linear polynomial is, that is standard form. Standard form. Standard form, that is Px equal to Ax plus B. Now here A is not equal to 0. Degree is 1. Number of zeros equal to 1. Graph is straight line. Now straight line, and this will be the parallel to, if I say parallel to y-axis, that is x variable are there, so it is parallel to y-axis. For zeros, condition Px equal to 0. That is, here if I write 0 equal to Ax plus B, or you can say that Ax plus B equal to 0, Ax equal to minus B, x minus B by A. Now, x minus B is constant term upon coefficient of x. So that this is what. Now in the exam, if I take an example here for example, if I say 3x plus 2, 3x plus 6, this is the polynomial of px equal to what? Px plus 6. So px for zeros, what you write? Px equal to 0. For zeros, what you will write? Px equal to 0. So what if I say 0 equal to 3x plus 6, or 3x plus 6 equal to 0? So 3x equal to minus 6, x equal to minus 2. If I make the graph of this, that is this is x dash, this is x dash, and this is x, this is y, and this is y dash, and this is origin. Now x equal to minus 2, then I will say what is there, this line, this is minus 1, and this is minus 2. So this is now x plus 2. So 3x plus 6 equal to 0. That is, this is the line. So I have explained linear degree is 1, so graph is a straight line. But if I say one variable parallel to what? Since the polynomial has x variable, only x variable, so the parallel line, the line will be drawn in the graph will be parallel to y-axis. If in the polynomial the variable is y, then the line will be parallel to x-axis. That is very important. You have to show. To one point, if I take this point 1, this is the point, and this point is the first one, and the coordinate of this point is x and y. I can draw parallel line passing to this point parallel to x-axis and y-axis. So if I take this point P, and this is as x and y, so if I say, I can say that this is the line. This is the line. Now this is the point x, that is abscissa, shows the distance from the origin. And if I say we have another line here, so another line can be drawn like this. This is, you can take, this is the point, and the coordinate are x and y. So you can say that as L1 and this is L2. So you can understand what the graph is saying. The reading of the graph that you must know. At the point, now if I say directly find out the answer. So x variables are there. X variable are there in the expression. So what you will say, the point where the line cuts x-axis will be the solution. If I say this line is cutting at -2. This line is intersecting x-axis at -2. So the solution will be -2. If I say I have calculated there and what I am getting here x equal to -2. Directly you can answer the question if it is in the objective type. So the point where now if the variable is y in the expression, then the line will cut y-axis. So you must know where the line is intersecting and what type of variable the expression has. So simple questions may be on this topic, so remember that. After this, now linear polynomial, we have a quadratic polynomial, and quadratic polynomial is very important because when quadratic polynomial equated by 0, we have quadratic equation. So all the formula what you are studying in the quadratic polynomial will be in the quadratic equation. So quadratic polynomial. Now what is quadratic polynomial? Standard form of quadratic polynomial. Standard form, that is px equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now here a is not equal to 0. Degree is 2. Number of zeros 2. Graph, that is parabola. Zeros are alpha and another is beta. So quadratic polynomial has two zeros. One is alpha, another is beta. When we talk and for zeros px equal to 0, that is the condition. This is the condition for whenever you want to find out the zeros of the polynomial. You remember this. Now a is coefficient of x square. B is coefficient of x. C is constant term. Now parabola, when we talk about parabola, so this is y-axis, vertical line, y dash, and x dash. So parabola, when we talk about the parabola shape is like this. It may be like this. Parabola may be like this. So these are the shape of the parabola. So parabola here it is. Now parabola here it is intersecting at 2 points. So 2 zeros are there. Here it is both values. The point of intersection of the parabola on x-axis. Why I say x-axis? Because the expression have x variable. So the parabola will give the relation with the x-axis. If the expression has the variable y, then parabola will intersect y-axis. But the opening of the parabola, that is when we talk about opening of the parabola, this is opening of parabola. So this parabola is open upward, and here it is a parabola. This is also parabola, and this is opening downward. Opening of the parabola depends on the coefficient of x square. If coefficient of x square is positive, then the parabola open upward, and if the coefficient of x square is negative, then parabola open downward. So that is very important. You have to remember, opening of the parabola depends on, you will say, one, opening of parabola depends opening of parabola depends on the coefficient of x square. If coefficient of x square is positive, then open upward. Second, if coefficient of x square is negative, then open downward. That is very interesting here. by the opening of the parabola you can tell the coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of x square is positive. Here coefficient of x square is positive. But here the coefficient of x square is negative. One more thing you can answer with a parabola. Here this parabola is intersecting at 2 points. This is also intersecting and this is also intersecting. When the parabola intersects at 2 points, two different points, then what you will say? The parabola has two roots, two different roots, two zeros. You can say that the zeros are different. Alpha and beta both are different. If the parabola here, if I say this parabola is opening downward, so opening of parabola downward is why coefficient of x square is negative. But if I ask you what is the zero's nature, then you will say alpha and beta both are equal. So that is very important. If it touches the x-axis at one point, then zeros are equal. So if the parabola is not intersecting or touching the x-axis, then what you will say? The parabola has no zeros. That is very important. Sometimes they give the parabola, but it is not intersecting x-axis. But before that, you have to see that what is the variable in the expression of the polynomial. If x is the variable in the expression, then parabola should cut x-axis or touch x-axis. Then only you can determine the zeros of the polynomial. Now, if the parabola is opening leftward and rightward, left and right, then what you will say, the parabola has y-axis as the variable. So you have to remember that what type of variable the expression has. After this, we come to know that nature of the zeros. Now one more thing you will be studying here, that is D. That is D. D is the discriminant value. Now here x dash. So if I say this is a parabola, here in this D is greater than 0. Here D less than 0. Here D equal to 0. So D is discriminant value. Discriminant value. D is discriminant value. And D can be calculated by the formula b square minus 4ac. Now here D, if the parabola is intersecting x-axis at 2 points, the expression, you remember that expression as x variable. We are talking generally the variable having x, the expression having x variable. So D greater than 0. If the here is the parabola but it is not intersecting, then you will say imaginary zeros. But here it is inverted, but I am touching the x-axis at 1 point. Then you will say that the parabola has equal zeros, alpha and beta are equal. After this, we have, that is, sometimes you will find in the questions, when you go to the literature, you will find variety of questions on this topic. So, question is that alpha and beta are zeros of ax square plus bx plus c. Then sum of the zeros equal to minus b by a. That is alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. After that, product of the zeros, product of the zeros, that is C by A. So alpha beta equal to C by A. When we talk about here, minus coefficient of x, coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Here constant term upon coefficient of x square. So this is one more thing you must know. The variety of questions are on this topic. So after that, quadratic polynomial can be formed by, that is, using the standard form. How the quadratic polynomial can be formed? So that is, quadratic polynomial can be formed by two methods. Quadratic polynomial can be formed by first using standard form. Standard form. Form ax square plus bx plus c. Second, using formula x square minus sum of the zeros x plus product of the zeros. This is how you can calculate zeros. Now, nature of the zeros. First, if d equal to zeros are equal. Second, if d greater than 0, zeros are different. Third, if d less than 0, no zeros or imaginary. So these are the things you remember that. So quadratic polynomial revision we have done, and after that in the next class we will do